Hello everyone around the world, I am the Zebra94 welcoming you to day one of the simulated FIFA Women's Championship, essentially. So pretty much what we're doing here is there's 14 women's international teams in the FIFA 19 game. What I've done is I've randomly selected them, made a tournament bracket, and now we are just going to sit back and watch to see which team, according to the game and its simulated data, is the best. We're using legendary AI for both sides, 5-minute halves, and I've also randomly selected a stadium which will be hosting this tournament, which happens to be the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, in the good old US of A. No biasness. Just picked a number. Ended up being 57, which was the 57th stadium listed in alphabetical order. So, before we start the first game of the night, let's go over the teams that will be competing. Alright, sound check is good. So, the two teams that, since being a 14-team bracket, we were just shy to get a perfect 16-team bracket. So, two teams will be getting a bye. That would be, again, this is random, so the number 1 and 2 seeds are the US and the Netherlands, which I find very interesting since it is completely random, like I said. So the US and Netherlands will be getting a bye into the second round. But the rest of the teams that will have to fight their way onward to the next round will be the first game that we have here between France and Italy. Following will be England versus Mexico, Spain versus Brazil, New Zealand versus Canada, Norway versus Sweden, and Australia versus Germany. And I will also be hosting a third place game as well. If you are watching this after the live stream, I will have timestamps of the games in the description below, so you can just skip to the country that you're rooting for, and I will not be partaking in any of this. I will be setting my controller down and only pressing X when halftime comes up. So, I will be commentating the game. I have commentary off. So I am rather new to this as far as like the names and the terminology goes. So, yeah, just be easy on me, please, and feel free to give me feedback. Just got to do one more thing before we are off and running. Okay. Copy. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And boom, boom. Okay. Let's begin. First match, France and Italy. And here we are at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It is France and Italy. Starting off with the first match of this simulated tournament. I am Billy, the Zebra94 caller, your only commentator, and not Martin Tyler and Alan Smith. And as these women take to the pitch, according to the overall data within FIFA, France is the higher ranked team. So just going off numbers alone, we expect France to beat Italy and to move on to face the United States in the next round. this is in celebration of the upcoming Women's World Cup coming in summer. As we take a look at the starting 11 for France. And they will be running a 1-3-2-4. If I said that, I might have said that backwards. Once again, I do apologize. Not all that knowledgeable within the footy world. As the starting 11 take their picture for round 1. As the starting 11 for Italy's side does the same. As we take a look at their lineup.
Enjoy the game.
So we are inside, so weather is not going to be an issue. As they're going to a 4-2-2-2, and we are off as France gets the starting kickoff going. Already doing the triangulation passes over to Gavin, to Asai, to Thaney, already into the opponent's defending third. Getting over, there's the cross. It's going to be defended and knocked back out. Beautiful defensive header as Sabatino is moving it forward but gets it intercepted. Now over to Henry. To Gavin, back to Asai, to Torrent, over on the right side. France really trying to push ahead, being very aggressive in the early game. Italy essentially just playing defense, haven't really gotten many touches yet early in the start. To Thaney, to Asai. Over, it's going to do a little bit of cross, and then beautiful defensive header by Italy. As they're looking, going to be a shot, but it's going to be blocked, and that's going to be a goal kick. Take a look at that shot, and off the left foot there, but 19 gets her right foot in the way, deflecting the ball. That's actually going to be a corner. My mistake. So a corner for France, first one in the game. A Sommer over. It's going to be bounced back. A Sommer at it again. Cernoa kicked it out. Throws the ball over to Thaney. Now Busaglia trying to set up the offense here. Trying to get the opening. It's going to be a shot. It's going to be caught. And that shot looked like to be on target from this point of view. Beautiful footwork to Thaney. Over to Le Sommer. Trying to find an open woman. Passing it over. No good. Defended out. Cleared. Almost back to about midfield. To Asai. Back over to Thaney. Trying to open up the defense a bit. There's the shot, and that is well over. Too powerful. Just lined up the shot one time with the right leg and just sailed over. Goalie just took a look but didn't really try much. So we are simulated 21 minutes into the first half. Thaney to Majri. Back to Renard to Majri again. To Thaney. Busaglia. Now Italy looking for a late first half push, about mid first half push. Over to Bonancy. Crosses over just slightly, but France getting the ball back. France representing the home kit, Italy with the away. Now France trying to move it up. Gavin to Le Sommer. Back, just spreading out the defense. Beautiful triangulation going on. Back to Le Sommer. Over to Majri. Over on the side. He's going to cross it. It's going to be headed. It's going to be blocked by Italy. Goalie trying to keep that clean sheet. To Mbak, to Renard, to Thiene as the defensive women pass the ball back and forth to give the midfield and the strikers some time to move downfield to Henry. And France is absolutely dominating this game with possession. Italy just had one solid push, but unfortunately failed with a hard defensive pressure and a bad cross. And speaking of a bad cross, that was going to be defended back, and Torrance going to get the ball over back to Henry, then Thiene. Back to Gavin. France playing really aggressive. There's going to be a crossover. Headed back over to Henry. To Asai. Trying to kick the ball through the defense using brute force and strength. That's actually going to be going out of bounds. And that's going to last touch by Italy. So France is still going to have the ball within Italy's defending third. Now Italy intercepting the ball. Can they make it work? Pass back. They're really pressuring, really, the front three really pushing up forward. But now we have Serona to Bonassi. To Gali. Linari runs into a French attacker who defended really well. Now this is their time to push up front. Coming up with the end of the first half.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes.
2 minutes of added time here in the first half. A lot of ball possession. Going to be shot. Can he get it again? It's going to be caught and saved by Italy yet again. And by far, the player of the half is the Italian goalkeeper. I believe it is Giuliani. So great job on her. Take a look at some of the first half highlights. There's the 11th minute. That was the first shot of the game, blocked by number 19. I set up the first corner, which didn't really go much anywhere. Then Asai with the one-timer over the crossbars. No good. See the anguish on her face trying to get her team up and running early. Was unable to do so. Let's take a look at the match facts. Like I said, possession, all France. 6 shots for France, 5 shots of them being on target. But all of them have been either defended or blocked. So great job by Italy and their defensive core, but they need to get possession over to them in order to gain some momentum. Like I said, possession 69% to 31%, 4 tackles apiece. It's been a very clean game thus far, with only 1 corner at the very beginning of the game. There you see the shot accuracy percentage, 83% shot accuracy, 91% pass accuracy, which is why France has been able to keep the possession on their side and to keep Italy frustrated, as Italy only has 84% pass accuracy. Take a look at match events. Really nothing much going, just nice and simple. So we're going to start the second half. Italy starts with the ball. Let's see if they can get anything going within the start of the second half. And so far, no, as they instantly turn the ball back over to France. To Thiene, back to Busaglia. Taking the ball up. Back over to Busaglia, to Gavin. Opening it up. Tassai, blocked. It's going to be another missed shot, but another shot taken to keep firing those shots. And that is going to be off target. Giuliani had an amazing first half, not letting any shots go by her. to Thini. Over to Henry, to Asai, back to Thini. Trying to open up the defense to Gavin. Beautiful footwork. Beautiful tackle by Gavin to a Summer. Back over to Asai, trying to set up a cross maybe. Nope, he's going to pass it back to Torrent, who's going to boot it over. It's going to be set for a header. It's going to be a goal for France! Swing and a miss by Giuliani. And France takes advantage of that with a beautiful header. Let's take a look at that again. Pass back to Torrent. Torrent just boots it. And just missed. Jumped a little bit too early. And Henry with the header. And the first goal of this tournament. Early in the second half. That is a 54-minute goal as the first substitutions are being made. As Fusetti comes in for Giwangi. Wow. Italian names, I'm so sorry. Wagner. And again, Asai. Over to Le Sommer. Over to Thini. Back to Asai. Italy's got to get something going. To Saronia. Noia. Bonacia back to Gali. Trying to get something. Can they tie it? They're in the attacking. They're going to take a shot, but it's well off. Just feeling pressured. As Fusetti, fresh woman in, wanted to make an impact very early on. As Busaglia goes out and Bilbao comes in, Sabatino goes out as Mauro comes in. Italy trying to get something. Slowly running out of time. Over to Fusetti, to Girelli. She's got some space. She's going to kick it back. They got to get it over. Get it over to the far side. It's going to be a cross, not a header. No, it's going to be defended. The Summer kicks over to Gavin. She's got some space, but she's going to play a little bit of pass back to set up the offense as Le Summer has it. Passes over to Thini. To Majri. To Bilbao. Bilbao. Gavin to Le Sommer again. The near side to Majri. A little bit too far out. Trying to just push the ball to give her a little bit of space to get some speed. Mbak to Bilbao. Majri. Le Sommer back to Bilbao. Triangulation, moving the ball forward. Over to Henry. To Asai. Assi? Probably Assi. Oh, shot right to the chest, but great defense by Italy nonetheless. Being there and present. To Bilbao, back to Majri. Coming up on the 74th in-game minute. Torrent to Mauro. He's going to set it up. Can they get it in? No, it's going to be deflected by Mbak. Shot. Oh, just missed off the crossbar. Can they get it in? It's goal for Italy. Italy's right back in it. Look at this beautiful shot. But off the crossbar, we thought that was in. And coming to pick up the scraps, it's Bonanci. Just chips it in without a problem. With a late 78th minute goal, but we still have time in the first game as France gets the ball rolling yet again. Over to Galvin. To Thini. To Asyi. Asayi. It's gotta be Asayi. Spotted out the triangulation. Got in the middle of it. Getting the ball back. Over to Asayi. Over to Thini. Over to Le Sommer. Back to Henry. Back to Le Sommer again. This time over to Majri. Creating some separation. In the 85th minute. Back over to Le Sommer. Passes back out to Bilbao. Over to Thini. Over to Galvin, but no. Coming up on the 90th minute very, very soon. Over to Galvin. Trying to clear it, trying to push it. To Bonansi, to Cernoia. Back to Fusetti, picking up Gali. 3 minutes of added time. Over to Gama. Too hard. And that's going to set up a goal kick. We will see some substitutions. Cernoia coming out, and Guigliano coming in for a last minute or so push. Remember, the winner of this game will be facing the United States, and if I did this correctly, we should be going into extra time. I think. Hope to God I did this right. There's the end of the second half. So yes, I did. And I believe even if it's still tied, we should be going into penalty kicks if it's still saved when I did this like months ago. So take a look at the game highlights. There's the first shot taken. And then the 20th minute. Boot over the head. Another missed shot. This was the first goal of the game. Again, beautiful, just missed with the fist. And takes it in. And here we go, the 60th minute. Fusetti just getting in. And she just whiffs it hard. Didn't get time to set her feet. Just really try to push for it. Then the 70th minute, off the crossbar. Off the goalie's back. But a quick boot in, and that would tie it. Take a look at the match facts. 1 goal apiece, 10 total shots for France, 3 total shots for Italy, 8 shots on target, only 1 shot on target. Again, France controlling the possession, but Italy was able to at least get some of it back, about 4%. 6 to 5 tackles, and only again 1 corner. Take a look at the shot accuracy, 80% to 33%. Italy's pass accuracy went up about 4% from the first half, from 81 to 85%. France's went up to only 1%, from 91 to 92. Classic. Okay, I think I did this right. Here we go. So Asayi comes out after she played really well. Just got a little bit too ambitious, if you ask me. the couple of shots. But nonetheless, she played really well for her team. Tulinari playing really defensive, playing back, trying to... The defensive line trying to help set up the offensive push. And there it is as Bonancy, but pass coming a little bit too hot. To Thini. Back over to Henry. Italy's defense really pushing back, really kind of bunching up, not exactly spraying each other out. Back to Cascarino. Coming in for Asai. Back over to Gama. Back over to Bartoli. Back over to Gama. And going to stay in bounds for the time. Back to Bartoli. To Fusetti. Back and forth between the two players. Literally back and forth. Back over to Gali. Still trying to find an opening for the offense. Back over to Bonancy, trying to open up the cross. It's going to be headed in and blocked. But I believe it's going to be a corner for Italy. And we'll see if it went out of bounds or not. And it is going to be a corner for Italy. Let's see if they can make this work. As 2 minutes of added time in the first half of extra time. We take another look at that missed header as Majri comes out and Paraset comes in. It's going to be headed and it's going to be blocked again by France. And it's going to be another corner yet again. Let's take a look at this shot. Headed right there. But misplaced. So she won another crack at that, and she does. Lenari setting up for the cross. Going to be over. It's going to be headed. No! Great defensive heading, but it's going to be back over to Galli. Now over to Fusetti. And that's going to be the end of the first half in overtime. Or in extra time, excuse me. This ain't American football. France had the early lead, but Italy coming back strong. There you have the match facts. 60 to 40% possession now. Starting the second half of extra time. Bonancy to Galli. Back over to Gamma, to Bartoli. Triangulation, making it work. Tomorrow, back to Bonancy. It's going to be a bit of a miscommunication with the attacking line. To Bohadi. Back over to Thini. To Henry. Back over to Thini yet again. Pushing up Galvin. Just going to pass back to Bilbao. To Le Summer. Gama making the tackle. No penalty called. Great defense to Periset. To Bilbao. Back over to Henry. Back over to Galvin. To Thini. To Le Summer. All by herself. Setting up triangulation. Defensive blunder there. There goes Henry to Galvin. It's going to be good. Oh, off the top post. It's going to be headed over. The Italian fans can now take a breath just for a moment. Back over to Girelli, to Fusetti. Fusetti pushing the ball up to Salvai. To Gama. Tomorrow trying to make something work. Can she get it? It's going to be a goal for Italy. What just happened? Wow. Bonancy with their second goal of up the game as it comes extremely late. As the 4-time World Cup champs, let's see this again. Off the defender. Sets it up. Bohadi not having enough time. And that's going to be a goal for Italy. And that's going to be it. Italy advances on to face the U.S. What a game. There's the first goal. If it wasn't for that blunder by Italy, it could have very well been a 2-0. Actually, it would have been a 1-0 game. That got France's hopes up. But their defense just faltered a little bit too much. 60th minute, Fusetti's wide right shot. It's not even looking, just kind of just booted it out of the way. And this right here, goalie got confused trying to look for the ball, but a little bit too late as Bonanzi just drills it in. 105th minute. Header. Italy was on the attack. All extra time, just trying to get something in. Then the corner. Headed. Defended. Finally, the 120th minute look. Pass off the defender. Bonanzi capitalizes with the goal to win and advance them into the second round. And there you have it. Italy winning 2-1. So the next game that we have for you is going to be England and Mexico. But we will pull that game up in just a short time. I will be right back. I got to get some water and get a more comfortable seat. So let me just set up everything. And welcome back to the continuation of round one. Here in the FIFA Women's Tournament AI Championship. Still working on the name. Italy and France had an amazing game. Once again, timestamps will be down below after the live stream. But next, we have England and Mexico going up against each other. Take a look at England's starting 11. We're running a 4-4-1-1. We have two very passionate fan bases here today at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States of America, as we take a look at Mexico's starting 11.
Enjoy the game.
Mexico running a 4-4-2. As England will be getting ready to start off, and we are underway in the second game of round one. I see this game being rather aggressive. FIFA 19 giving England the higher rating. Over to Paris. And it goes off. So here's a player to watch. Steph Houghton. To Mayor, to Rangel, back to Robles, to Mayor, back over to Robles, Mexico pushing, to Corral. Great interception by England though. Greenwood pushing it up. Maybe not, pass back to Bardsley, and back up to Greenwood, trying to open up holes for the offense. Through the Mexican defense to Christensen. Back over to Scott. Moving it up now to midfield. Back over to Paris. To Bronze. No, too short. England to quickly throw it into Kirby. Back over to Scott. Taking her time, finding the opening over to White. Playing that to Dugan, and it's going to be missed. Just a bit too inside. Just missing the post off the net. Santiago to kick. To Kirby. Robles getting the ball back to Bernal. Back to Romero. Robles over to Mayor. Beautiful footwork over to Robles, setting up the cross. Beautifully defended away, but Bernal kicks it back over to White. Now to Paris. Trying to do the lob forward pass, but to no avail. Beautiful pass from Paris back to Scott, to Christensen, to Bronze. Trying to stretch out the Mexican defense. It's going to back over to Duggan, over to Scott. Way to power through the shot, over to Kirby. Over to Dugan. Back to Greenwood. England doing a really good job moving the ball forward, taking their time, but Mexico getting the ball back over to Robles. Intercepted to Scott. To Paris. Now into the attacking third, and a quick turnaround kick. Not exactly what that was all about. Maybe it was just panic. To Bernal, now to Rangel. Ocampo getting her first touches in. Up to Palacios. To Bernal. Over to Scott. I thought it was going to be very aggressive, but it's actually very methodical on both sides. Over to Greenwood now. Passing it back over to Dugan. To Kirby. Taking a kick. Slow kick. Santiago easily recovers. Campo taking the ball now. Up to Nieto. To Corral. Over to Mayor. Over to Robles. She's open on the outside. It's going to be Mexico's ball yet again. To Nieto. To Robles. Going to be a cross. Beautiful. No, defended back. But Bernal getting it back to Palacios. Fighting. Clawing for possession. As we get a beautiful international wave going. That's going to be a corner kick for Mexico. Robles taking the kick. It's going to be over to Palacios. Can she get it? No, defended. It's going to be shot. This could be a goal for Mexico. Beautiful, beautiful goal. It looks like to be off an English defender as Nieto taking the shot. And no, it wasn't. Oh, just missed. Carla Nieto with the first goal for Mexico. That's going to put up Mexico 1-0. Late in the first half. Over to Dugan. Robles pushing the ball out. Getting time for a defense to set up. It's going to throw over to Greenwood. England now trying to set up their approach. There's your possession up in the top. Underneath the score, over to White. And it's going to be a goal kick for Mexico. Take a look at that. Just got the rebound. Went through one defender. This is a beautiful kick. Can Watch that over and over again. Back over to Rangel, getting the ball back through two defenders. 3 minutes of added time in the first half.
3 minutes of added time.
Pushing, trying to get into the attacking third. Over to Christensen, back towards midfield. To Greenwood, to Kirby. Beautiful fake out by Kirby over to Dugan. No good. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Corner kick serving Mexico really well in today's game. As Mexico leads England 1-0 after the first half. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Dugan taking the first shot of the game and too far inside. Just missing the post. And look at that. Oh man. Just a beautiful looking shot for the goal. There you go, the first half match facts. Mexico has been the more aggressive team with 5-0 tackles. And we are, starting the second half. Mexico starting off. Can they keep this momentum up? To Mayor, over, cross, no good. Defended well by England. Back over to Dugan. Scott to Christensen. There's Christensen. Over to Paris. Pushing hard to Paris to Bronze. Beautiful fake. Over to White. To Dugan. Back to Scott. Trying to set something up. To Dugan. It's going to be blocked by Santiago. An amazing offensive push for England, but just stopped by the last line of the Mexican defense of Santiago as England sets up the corner. It's going to be inside. Ooh. It's actually going to... No, they're going to call out of bounds. It's going to say just saved it just by a hair, but no good. That was actually a rather dangerous inbound pass from Mayor. He's going to cross it way over to Bernal. A little bit too much. Campo trying to chase the ball down. Goes out of bounds in England's favor. So Paris trying to figure out where she's going. Back over to Christensen to midfield. To Kirby. To Scott. Dugan. Oh! That's going to be a corner. 2 saves for Cecilia Santiago. That one saves it. That's the first substitutions as Walsh comes in for Christensen over on England's side. And Martinez comes in for Ocampo. England with the corner. It's going to be in. Defended well. Nieto pushing forward. But Bronze getting the ball back in England's favor. Now Nieto pushing over to Mayor. Over to Rangel. Back to Nieto. To Mayor. To the inside, to Palacios. Dugan trying to make a fool out of Robles, but Robles getting the ball back over to Mayor. To Palacios, to Martinez. The fresh woman in. Pass over to Martinez now. Just mishandled the ball. That's going to give the ball back to England. Over to White. What can England do? Can they equalize this match? It's coming up soon. To Dugan. Back to Kirby. Trying to open up the space. Bad move. Trying to move through the two defenders. They easily pinched off that hole. To Mayor. What are they going to do? Bad pass. Bad vision as Greenwood gets in the way. Giving the ball back to England now as Walsh pushing up to Kirby. Great defense. Great fake out by Kirby. Over to Walsh now. Dugan is going to open it up. Can she get it? That's going to be a goal for England to tie up the game. It was only a matter of time for Dugan. Oof. That fake out by Kirby really opened up the English offense. And Dugan, the beautiful lob right over Santiago as they tie it up 1-1. See if Mexico can push through now. It's tied back. Now even over to Martinez, back to Rangel. To Bernal, setting up. That's going to be a corner for Mexico. We saw how their first and only corner worked in the first half. That was a very confident kick. You saw it on her face. I'm sure her foot went through that ball like a hot knife through butter. Robles setting up for the corner. It's up in the air. Punched away. Set up. Nieto. No good. Carney pushing forward now to Kirby. Over to Carney. Back to Dugan. To Walsh. To midfield center. To Dugan again. Back. Carney. Over to Dugan. Taking another shot. It's going to be blocked by Santiago. And that's going to be a corner for England in the 82nd minute. They were pushing hard and fast. Mexico was scrambling to get something done, but they were lucky enough to get that break from Santiago. Holding down the last line of defense as Kirby comes out and Meade comes in for the corner. It's going to be blocked out. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Dugan now. Pass over to Scott. Carney. Too hard. It's going to be over to Santiago. Approaching the 85th minute now. We may go into extra time. We will see what happens in this conclusion of regular time. Over to Mayor, to Nieto, to Robles, to Palacios, to Corral, to Rangel, over to Martinez. Backing up, back to Rangel, trying to set up something. Here comes Palacios. No good, as it is defended out. Over to Meade now. What will the officials give? 3 minutes at a time.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
To Walsh. To White. To Carney. It's going to go out of bounds in favor of England as we get more substitutions. Bernal comes out. Rio comes in. It's more likely to be the last possession of the game. Over. It's going to be too far. Santiago picking it up. And that's going to be the end of regulation. Score is tied 1-1. This really picked up really quick, a very methodical first half. And the floodgates just opened up. Both teams coming strong as we take a look at the highlights of the game. Dugan with their first of many shots tonight. In the 39th minute. Yeah, it was off a defensive English header, but then Nieto capitalized. To set the score up to 1-0. Then Dugan taking a shot, blocked by Santiago. Then in the 75th minute, fake out by Kirby, setting up a pass over to Dugan. And it was a floater too. Little spin. Going up and over to Santiago. There's Dugan again. Taking the shot, but just blocked. If Santiago didn't go for that, probably would have bounced off of the crossbar and into the goal. Absolute great. So England starts off extra time with the ball. Now back over to Carney, inside of the pitch. Will we see a methodical first half of extra time? We will see as Murillo over to Sierra, to Martinez. Over to Meade, taking it back up. Center field to Dugan, back over to Greenwood. To Dugan again, to White. Moving the ball meter by meter. Over to Scott. Gonna pass it over to Bronze now. To Carney. To White now. Back over to Walsh. Moving the ball forward. To Meade, back over to Dugan. Great defense by Robles. She's going to clear it. To White, back to Walsh, setting up the offense. 1 minute of added time. So not much. That's going to end the first half in extra time. We are going to get ready to start. So just go right back out onto the pitch. Advantage given to England. Will we see a booking? We will see. Be the first one of the tournament. To Bronze. A little bit of a miscue from Walsh. Pops it over to Greenwood. To White. To Carney. What's going to happen? It's going to be a cross to Dugan. Overshot Dugan, and it's going to be out of bounds. Give it to Mexico. He's going to throw it over to Sierra now. Over to Nieto. To Romero. And she just boots it. Don't know why she did that. That's going to give England a great... It's going to give them great field position. Able to set up something, so don't know what that was about. To Meade, it's going to be defended by Mexico. They're going to clear it out. Over to Scott now, setting up for Dugan. Is she going to take it out over to Greenwood? Back to Dugan. Back over to Greenwood. Intercepted by Mayor. Now pushing it upfield. No good. Run straight into Greenwood. Now Dugan's going to try to set something up.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum
To Walsh. To Carney. No good. Santiago just took a look at it and didn't even bother. Just said, yeah, that was a miss. Just didn't even bother. Didn't see the curve or anything. Excuse me. As this will be the last possession of the game, surely. Mexico one shot, giving them one goal. England's constantly been on the offensive with 7 shots. Over to Robles, to Romero. This is the last final push, and never mind, we are going into penalties. We knew this was going to be a good game. Let's take a look at the penalty kick selection. Over on England, you have Carney, Dugan, Meade, White, Houghton, and Bright. And over on Mexico, you have Corral, Rangel, Iturbide, Mayor, Nieto, and Martinez. So here we go. Carney set to take the first shot. It's going to be a goal! Corral setting up. Sitting way far back. What's going to happen? It's going to be another one. Bardsley didn't even take a look at that one. Tied 1-1. Dugan. She had an amazing game today. Can she add to it? It's going to be a miss for England. In penalties. Rangel. Off the post, and it's in. Meade needs this to keep their team in. And it's goal for Meade. Iturbide setting up. It's another goal, 3-2. White setting up. Blocked by Santiago. This is it. If Bardsley blocks this, or Mayor misses it, England is still in. The wind-up shot. It's good. England is eliminated. And Mexico will be moving on to the next round. Wow, what a game. Comes down. Santiago with a beautiful block as Mayor just drills it in there. As Mexico advances. England worked so hard. They played so hard all game. But Mexico's defense showed up to work today. It helps them win in penalties, 4-2. As we take a look at the full game highlights, there's quite a bit of them, starting off with Dugan's missed kick. And then Mexico's one and only shot, which was by Nieto, which was a freak thing of nature, if you ask me. Santiago played one heck of a game. There's Dugan's beautiful shot, little to no spin, beautiful arc, up and over to the outside top corner. And there's Dugan again, Santiago getting fingertips on it. And of course, the winning penalty kick. And there you go. There's the game. Mexico moves on to the second round to either face Spain or Brazil, which is coming up right now. And welcome to the third and final game of this stream. That's going to be Spain versus Brazil here in round one. Take a look at Spain's starting 11 for the last game of the night. An amazing first two games. France going with a 4-1-4-1, I believe that is, or 4-5-1. Taking a look at Brazil's starting 11. Brazil starting a 4-4-1-1. And Spain starting off with the ball, and we're underway for the last match of the game. Last match of the day. To Redelia. Passed over. San Pedro over to Corredera. To Torrejon. Set up to be a good game, and what a last match it is. It's going to be a corner for Spain early on. Go to the gym, babe. Torresia setting up for the corner. It's going to be defended out by Brazil. Ooh, that's going to be a penalty kick. Was that handball? I think it might have been. We need to take a look at it again on replay. And she's such in shock that she's walking like a zombie all the way off the pitch. Game, please don't freeze. And let's go. There we go. Okay, take a look at it. Let's see what happened. Ball's up in the air. And, yep, that is classified as handball. So now Hermoso taking the penalty kick. Ruiz to defend. It's going to be a kick. It's going to be a goal for Spain based off the PK. And a very unfortunate start for Brazil. Faked out Ruiz. And Hermoso with the goal, putting Spain up 1-0. The winner of this game will be facing Mexico in the second round, which will be coming up in a few days. Tomorrow we will see New Zealand and Canada, Norway and Sweden, and Australia and Germany play. And then the day after that, we will see our first, and then on Thursday, we will see all of the second round games being played. And then Friday, we will finish off the tournament. Still very early in the game for Brazil to come up with something after a big defensive blunder. Now Leon keeping it up to Losada. Back to Leon, to Putillas, to Torrejon. All the way over on the inside. It's actually going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Brazil's ball. To Macapa. To Revelia. Over to Pombal. To Mari. Pombal with the shot and off the post. No good. As Spain clears it. That would have put them back in the game very, very early on, but to no avail as it just goes off the post. Beautiful flying header to defend to Barney. Back to Pombal, back to Barney. To Rodella, to Alishna. Back over to Barney. She's got plenty of space. Torresia giving pursuit over to Miri, no good. To San Pedro. Over to Torresia, Alishna taking the ball back to Leah. To Sadra, back to Revelia. To Macapa. Trying to find some opening. Passing has been flawless to both sides. Over to Barney. To Miri. Back over to Pombal. And no good! She could have had one-on-one with the goalie, but decided to one-time it. It looks like the goalie actually came up forward, and luckily she just chased it down. And I just mean just chased it down. Back over to Barney. Cross over to Macapa. No good. Now Hermoso. To Botias. To Leon. To Losada. Now Alishna has the ball for Brazil. To Macapa. Beautiful fake out, but Leon read it. Still with Macapa. Over to Miri now. To Sadra. Playing it out. Alishna. Opening something to Barney. No, not even close. Don't know what she was thinking there. Oh, off the Spanish defender. And that's going to be a corner kick for Brazil. Mira taking it. Defended well. Hermoso to... No, it's going to be back to Brazil. Trying to set up the cross. No. To Losada. To San Pedro. To Torcia. Back to Hermoso. To Patia. To Leon. Back to Patias. Back to Leon, and it's actually going to be out of bounds for Brazil with 3 minutes added time in the first half. Alishna over to Miri. Passes over to Barney now. Back to Miri. Back to Barney. Trying to set up the inside line going in to Alishna. Back to Barney, to Miri. Pushing it forward. And it's going to be end of the first half. It's been a very melancholic game so far. Not really much action going on. Just a lot of back and forth. Not many that both teams can really do. It's been a couple shots, but the only goal coming off a penalty kick due to handball. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. The penalty kick, good for Hermoso. She already faked out the goalie and just kind of played very conservative and just booted it in. Like I said, not much. We had one in the 9th minute and then one in the 41st minute. It's going to be halftime. So like I said, not much going on. Only one tackle. And pass accuracy has been really good on both sides, especially Spain's. But yeah, 3 shots with 1 shot on target. So possession has been really even with only 1 foul, which was the handball to set up the penalty kick. So we shall advance on to the second half. Brazil to start off the second half. Can they get started? They even get out of the gate. It's gonna be Brazil's ball. Lishna, wide open, over to Sadra. No, into Panos. Excuse me. Lishna heads it over. Oh, bad pass. Opens up to Miri. Fighting for the ball. It's going to be out of bounds. Actually going to be, looks like Brazil's ball, but we have a substitution. Mezaguer coming in for Torresia. Hopefully he gets something started. Over to Barney now. Passing it in. Still trying to make something happen. It's going to be a shot off her own teammate. Her own teammate accidentally getting in the way. That's going to set Brazil back. To palm ball. Over to Miri. To Macapa. To Saldera. Trying to find an opening. In the Spanish defense, this might be it. Great defense on Spain's part. Brazil trying to set up yet again. It is too hard of a pass. Now Spain trying to turn the momentum. They've been playing methodically all game long. To Putillas. Gonna cross it over. No one there. As the offensive line moved back. Lishna back over to Revelia. Now back over to Leah, to Macapa. The inside, Leon. Playing some great defense, taking the ball back for Spain. Over to Macapa now, to Revelia. Back and forth. Beautiful footwork. Oh, I was reading the wrong people. My bad. Whoops. Mariona coming in for Losada. And Bardini coming in for Pombal. Elia. To Macapa. Brazil throws the ball back in. Over to Revelia, back to Saldera. Trying to find the inside line. Had to kick it back in to prevent a corner. It was actually really smart of her. So we get another substitution. Camilla coming in for Macapa. Brazil trying to get something going. But nothing. The game is almost over. About 15 minutes left. 15 simulated minutes left, at least. To Bardini, to Camila. To Corredera. To Torrejon. To Pereira. Over to Mariona. Trying to get something. See Spain really push their line back, just playing defense, making the clock move. There goes Hermoso to Putillas, to Mariona. It's a goal for Spain! But Brazil is calling offside, and it is offside. So no goal for Spain. Let's take a look at that. Yep. Just a toe or so too far. And the Brazilian fans can breathe a sigh of relief as they are still in this. But time is ticking down quick as Bardini over to Camilla. They need to get something going quick, and it's going to be a terrible cross. Too far forward, and I think that actually might have been offside. Someone were to get it regardless. It's now Spain. They're playing back and forth in the backfield, slowly moving up. When I mean slowly, but it's intercepted by Brazil. Now Mira passes it up to Barney. Trying to get something going over to Mira. That's going to set up a beautiful cross. Can they get it? No, it's going to be defended by Panos. We are coming up 2 minutes of added time, and we may very well see our first game not going into extra time. And I think this might be it for Brazil. And that is game. Spain will move on to face Mexico in round 2. As the game ends in regulation. So 3 games of round 1 completed, 3 games to go, and we will bring you those live tomorrow here on Racing Stripes TV. As a refresher, the games coming up tomorrow is going to be New Zealand versus Canada, Norway versus Sweden, and Australia versus Germany. Great. All 3 games were great. Italy overcoming France in extra time. Mexico defeating England in penalty kicks. And Spain defeating Brazil in regulation. So your tournament ladder for round 2 in the top half looks like this. The United States will be taking on Italy, and then Mexico and Spain. And remember, Netherlands is considered the 2nd seed, so they will get a bye in the bottom half of the bracket. The first game tomorrow will determine who will be facing Netherlands, whether it's going to be New Zealand or Canada. So thank you for joining me here. If you watched any of it live, or if you're watching it on replay, thank you. Timestamps will be going on in the video in just a couple of minutes once this goes off the air. I am Billy, the Zebra 94 Alcala, signing off, and we will see you tomorrow for continuation of round 1.